Well, recently, one of the well known magazines in the United States is called Money Magazine. You may have heard about it, especially if you worry about your money and what you want to do with it and how you earn more of it. So, Money Magazine recently ran a story saying, hey, let's take a look at the best high schools in the state of Indiana. Now, they call it the best public high schools, but frankly, some of the schools in the listing are not public high schools, they're private high schools. And what they were looking at to find out the schools in Indiana, based on their graduation rate, their number of people that go to college percentage wise out of their school, their STEM scores, the academics, and basically test scores or benchmarks, everything else having to do with how many kids you graduate, how smart your kids are, how many kids go to college, and what kind of a school you have and the extracurricular things. So they rated the top 30 high schools in the state of Indiana. So it got to be interesting. Well, gee whiz, I wonder how our local schools did in the top 30. Turns out the number one high school in the state of Indiana, according to Money Magazine, is Carmel High School. Carmel High School is gigantic, 5,400 students. They've got a 98% graduation rate, and over 90% of their kids go on to college. That's apparently puts them as the number one school in the state of Indiana. Number two is Zionsville Community High School, and they've got a 2,100 kids. They're number two in the state of Indiana. Number three is West Lafayette Junior and Senior High School in Lafayette, and they have a great graduation rate. Student ratio is 17-1 at their high school, and their SAT scores, the average is 1310. So that's why apparently they're number three. Number four is called Signature School. I'd never heard of it. It's down in Evansville, Indiana. I guess you'd call it a private school available to the public, but their graduation rate is 99% at Signature School down in Evansville, Indiana. And then we move on to Heron High School is number five. Going down the list, Fishers High School. Fishers, big high school, 3,700 students, and the graduation rate exceeds 95%. And many of these kids go on to college. Then number seven on the list, and staying down in the central part of the state, Hamilton Southeastern. Yep, Hamilton Southeastern, 3,400 students, and the graduation rate is 95%. And they have some of the highest SAT scores in the state of Indiana. Puts them at number eight or number seven. Number eight, by the way, is Guerin Catholic High School. It's a private school, but they apparently are doing quite well. 800 students in the school, and 99% of their kids graduate, and they go on to college. Number nine is Munster High School. Number 10, Park Tudor High School, private school down in the Indianapolis area. Pretty large campus. And they've got 95% graduation. Their student-teacher ratio, you ready for this? 7-1. Seven students, one teacher. That's at that particular school. Crown Point High School came in at number 12. And now, what do you say we talk about the school number 13? The number 13 most best school in the high school in the state of Indiana is Homestead High School. Homestead High School, southwestern Allen County, is number 13. They've got numerous advanced placement courses. They say it's got a lot of STEM activities, and the kids learn a lot. And their graduation rate at Homestead High School, according to Money Magazine, is 85%. Other schools are 90, 95, 99%. Homestead is at 85% graduation. Now, moving on to the other schools down the top 30, Valparaiso High School, number 14. Jasper High School, number 15. Chesterton Senior High School is number 16. Noblesville High School, with 3,200 students, number 17. Penn High School up north, came in at number 18. Avon High School, the west side of Indianapolis, 2,800 students, came in number 19. Bloomington North High School, 1,600 students. They came in number 20. Floyd Central High School is 21. Yorktown High School, 22. Warsaw Community High School, excellent STEM program. Apparently they do quite well. They're number 23 in the state of Indiana. And then 24, Franklin Central High School. Concord High School up north is number 25. Brownsburg, number 26. Center Grove High School, 27. Columbus North is 28th. 29 is Goshen High School. And number 30 is Plainfield. But the biggest thing they're talking about here is the graduation rate, which is one thing, but how many kids go to college? And that's where I think it can be a bit deceiving. You know, for over many, many years, the parents and teachers have been saying, you must go to college, you must go to college. In today's world, folks, that ain't necessarily legit. There are people out there with college degrees who are now working as bartenders because their degree is worthless. You know, you get some of these degrees out there and you're going, who on earth is going to hire those people? Just because you have a degree doesn't mean you're going to get a job. Sorry, that's the world. You better have a degree in something the world wants, and the business world says we've got to have people in that particular area. Yes, and you get into the medical careers, the computer careers, those kind of things, those are hot. But the standard college degrees, sorry, they're not as good as they used to be. They've gotten pretty doggone expensive. You end up with a big college debt when you're done. And the problem is, it takes you forever to pay it off. So, well, you know what some other kids are doing nowadays? They're going to technical schools. They're learning a craft, learning a trade. Do you understand how much you've got to pay a plumber to come to your house to work on something? Or an electrician to come to your house? Those are craft trades. If you need something done, a welding done job, you know, some of these welders out there are making well over six figures because people are learning crafts are something that's good for the rest of your life. Once you learn a trade, it doesn't cost you a mint to go to trade school to learn these things. There's some places out there that, you know, they teach you. They're apprenticeship jobs. And you learn the jobs, you can make a pretty good living. So I understand the concept of saying, hey, everybody has to graduate, which I agree with. But not everybody has to go to college. And it's time people start thinking about that and parents start thinking, hey, you know, my kid may not be good in college, but he has a craft, he has a skill, he knows how to do something that he loves doing. You know, automotive mechanics with their certifications, ASC certified mechanics, they're making six figures, folks. Good ones are definitely making six figures, and every car dealership in the city is trying to hire them. That's just automobiles. Nurses. People who understand those things. The nursing careers, we need the nursing careers, and they're making excellent money too. You don't need a college degree necessarily. If you love doing something that takes your hands and something you have to use your hands for and work with your, and rather than just, well, I got to use my brain, you got to use your brain in a lot of things. But if you know a craft, a skill, or a trade, you can get paid pretty doggone well to utilize it. And it'll last you for all of your life. Something to think about, folks. Something to think about. And now, you know.